Hi, welcome back to my channel, Uniquely Reagan Handcrafted Cards. Today I'm going to make my Craft Roulette submission for episode number 282. And the parameters for this week's episode were to make a card for a teacher, element from the country. So you can see where my from the country is going. I've got a whole bunch of chickens and eggs, and I have a chicken coop and a fence cut from the Fabulous Chicks collection from Diamond Press. I need classroom colors, and I need random object a frame. So I'm going to show you how the random object is going to come into play as I get going, but I had already stamped and colored out and die cut with the Fabulous Chicks. I've got the stamp set and the die kit. I had got this off HSN a couple years ago, and I had these stamped and colored from another project, and I just had them in a scrapbook.com tray. And so this is how I had been collecting them and been playing with them. I'd made a couple of birthday cards. My favorite sentiment says, "Happy clucking birthday." I love that, and it's really popular. So I had all these colored up, so I thought this was a perfect time to bring this out, because look at this chicken. Doesn't that just scream a teacher at the beginning of the year, getting ready for a whole new class of students, frazzled and harried? I think that's a perfect sentiment. Or a serene teacher, maybe she's all ready to go. She's got her room ready and she's serene and ready to go. How about that one? Scared out of her mind, new teacher. Maybe that one. I don't know. We'll see which one I use as I get going and see how much room I have here. But these little chicks could be the students for the class. We'll see. So this is the stamp set that I'm going to be using, and I already have die cut a chicken coop, and I have a fence, which I'm going to distress with some walnut stain distress ink. Let me do that first here. I just want to get some color on that to distress it. There we go. So if you don't watch Craft Roulette, this coming Saturday is a community showcase. I will not be able to participate in it. I'm going on a little trip, but there's a couple other people who are making process videos who are going to be participating. So make sure that you watch next Saturday for Craft Roulette Community Showcase after the Friday night show, and see who the participants are. I know my friend Kamato is going to be on that, so I can't wait to see that. I'll be watching before I get going on my cruise. Yes, I'm going on a cruise for my trip. My twin sister and I, we're going to have a lot of fun on our trip. We're going to Alaska, so I'm very excited. So I've just taken the inside piece of another chicken coop and I've distressed that just to give it a little bit of a shadow. So there's my two pieces. I'm going to use that as I get going. I'm going to set these pieces aside for another time. I'm going to make a second card probably, so that's why I cut a second one. And then let's see, I have my card base. Here's my layering piece. This is 4 by 5 1/4, so I'm going to layer that here. Now my frame is going to be made up of these pieces here. These pieces, I have 4 of them, 2 different pattern papers, and this is my From the Country theme and my classroom colors all rolled into one. I've got the green, if you know those old style chalkboards, and classroom colors. I know that the grade school that I went to looked like a brick red color like this. So that's the theme I'm going with here. And I took these pieces here. They're 1 7/8 by 2 5/8. And then I scored them diagonally just to create a little bit of a frame. This is how my frame is going to go. So let me get these glued into place. So I just kind of measured out how big of a space I need for my chicken coop to go in the center. And that's what determined where I needed to place my my fold on my score line here. So I just laid these out and I measured 1. You can see my pencil mark. I'll need to erase that. So I just measured out 1 and then how much room I need in the center and then laid out the others. And then here I scored in the wrong directions for these two because they need to go in the opposite direction of these two. They go this way and these two fold and go this way just to get our frame opening. So that's creating my frame. Let me get these glued down here. Okay, I finished my card for Craft Roulette, episode number 282. I have a card for a teacher. It's probably a new teacher, so excited for you. She's got her little chicks in the chicken coop or the school, and one's already breaking out of the shell. We can tell that one's going to be the troublemaker. And this is from the country elements. We've got our chicken coop and our chicken, and classroom colors, the old school green chalkboard, the old school red brick, and yellows and oranges, all kinds of great classroom colors, and random frame. So our chicken coops is running out of that frame. So there's my card for episode number 282 for Craft Roulette. And don't forget that community showcase coming up next Saturday, where several of the people who make process videos like the one that you're watching here today are going to be with Mary and Irene Smith, Hat Trick, and you can see her over at Artemis Made One on her own YouTube channel. I'll link her channel below, as well as if you want to find out what is Craft Roulette, go check that out. And then come back and see me the next time I have a crafty video. I do have a couple of videos lined up while I'm on my cruise with my twin sister, and then check me out the next time I have a crafty video. I can't wait to share something with you again soon. leave a like, a comment, share it with a crafty friend if you like this video. I'll leave a link for another video that you may like at the end of this one. Have a great day. Bye.